Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. My name is Mr. Chris, in case you forgot. And today we're going to be doing a nice little fun experiment that you can do at home. So how many times do you ever eat a fruit or a vegetable and you see that there are a bunch of seeds? So many times have some of you all come up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Chris, I found these orange seeds or I found these apple seeds. Can you plant them for me?" Well, now's your chance to do this at home. So in front of me, I have some bean seeds and some orange seeds. And we're going to be doing a process called germination. Germination is when our seeds that are asleep, we add water and nutrients to them, and then they start growing. First they start rooting, and that's what we're going to be aiming for today. For this experiment, you can take any seed really that you have at home. You're going to need some paper and a Ziploc bag or a jar. Let's get started. Step number one is going to be to turn on your faucet, the cold water. And now you're going to take the small piece of tissue paper that you have and you're going to just wet it like this. Then afterwards you're going to squeeze all of the water out until there's almost none left, and you have a nice little damp tissue paper like this. After you have your damp tissue paper or paper towel, you're going to take the seeds that you have. In the first one, we're going to be using bean seeds, since that's what we had lying around at my house. And you're just going to do 1, 2, make sure you space them out, 3, and 4. Now we're just gonna fold it up as such. Woo. It doesn't matter how you fold it really. Just make sure that everything is covered. And what we can do now is, if you have a jar, you can put it in the jar and just seal it up. Or if you don't have a jar, what you can do is you take a Ziploc bag, make sure it's nice and open, and you're gonna put it in the Ziploc bag, take all the air out, and now you're gonna zip up. We're done with our bean seeds. Now let's move on to our orange seeds. Now our orange seeds are going to be a little bit more trickier. What we're going to do here that we didn't do with our bean seeds is we're going to open up this little outer shell like this. You want to take off most of the white part. Until you have a bean. On to our next step. So our orange seeds are going to be a little bit different from our bean seeds. What we have to do with our orange seeds that we didn't do with our bean seeds is, you see this outer layer to it? We're going to have to take this off like this. You can just use your nails, you don't have to use any fancy tools. And we're just gonna peel back until you start seeing a brownish color. That's where the seed lies. Now we're opened up. I'm just gonna take the rest off of it. When you're done, you should have something like this. When you're done, your orange seeds should look something like this. A light brownish color. I went ahead and put water onto the paper towel and squeezed it out like we did before. And now carefully, I'm just gonna place the orange seeds a little bit spread apart. Now we're gonna fold it up. 2, 3, and over. Now that we're done, we can either again put it in a different Ziploc bag or in the same one. Make sure to take out all the air. I'm gonna seal them up. It's been about 3 days now. Let's check to see how our seeds are doing. So the first one we have here, I believe, is our orange seeds. And the paper is still a little bit damp. But let's pick them up to see how much they've grown. So not much has happened with our orange seeds, except for this one. You can see that the root is starting to grow here. Let's put them back and let's check on them on a few more days. Since the paper still feels a little damp, I'm not gonna add water to it. But if it does feel a little dry, you can definitely go ahead and lightly dampen up your paper towel or your tissue paper again. Let's set these off to the side. And now we're gonna check on, oops, one of them fell out. Wow, this one grew. Let's see how the rest of them did. Oh my goodness. What, there's one left. Okay, so I'll let you all be the judge. Which seeds did better? Our beans or our oranges? You know, the roots are starting to come out. The paper is a little more drier. We can wet the paper towel a little bit more. And we can let these keep growing until they get a little bit longer, and then we can maybe transfer them to a little pot of soil, or we can just let them keep growing to see how long they go. In order to add more water, I'm just gonna turn on the sink, wet my hands a little bit, and lightly touch the tissue paper. This makes sure that we're not adding too much water. Or too little. When it looks like it has enough, you can just take your bag, put it back inside, and don't forget about your oranges. Make sure you squeeze out all the air. And we're just gonna reseal. And lastly, once the root from the germinated seeds grow to around the length of your finger, you can find a small flower pot that has soil, put it in, cover it up, add a little bit of water, and we'll take it from there. I hope you all enjoyed this little experiment. I'll see you all next time.